World's Best LLC, Phase 1, Group E. Company goal. Our company goal is to create positive cash flow by flipping houses and gaining income to reinvest back into the company. Our company will be emphasizing on foreclosed houses to maximize the amount of rate of return from flipping homes. Team members.
Manuel Diaz, I'm a mechanical engineer, junior year.
Mario Giron, project leader. I'm majoring in electrical engineering and I'm in my junior year.
Elias Gonzalez, mechanical engineering. I'm in my junior year.
Raul Mencia, I'm in civil engineering and I'm in junior year.
Alec Musukanian, I'm a civil engineering major and I'm a junior here.
Ariana Oliva, civil engineer, junior year. Objective. What type of company we want to create. Decide what building type to invest in. Cash flow in and out. Find best loan with interest rate, terms, etc. Annual worth. Find out prices of buildings we want to purchase. For example, homes, apartment, shopping center. The location, inflation on properties, depreciation techniques, and equipment depreciation.
Company cash flow. Our company plans to have house flipping operations to continue for 10 years. The plan is to examine our income and expenses after the completion and sale of our first house flip. Immediately after our first house flip, we will organize these incomes and expenses with the use of a diagram. In order to begin our house flipping projects, we need to secure proper equipment that can handle the job. We must consider the changes in value as these equipments and assets age. These can either increase in value over time or decrease in value over time. Here we have the cash flow diagram of our first year of business, which includes this first year's loan payments, home purchase, equipment purchases, remodel and repairs, and house flip sale. At the end of this year, we lost $170,637.
Hard money loan. As a team, we decided to go with the hard money loan because it's easier and faster to get approved. Plus, we can get the loan from private lenders rather than the bank. We did a comparison of the two top companies that offer the loan, which are CoreVest with an interest rate of 6.99%, and the other is RCN Capital with an interest rate of 7.49%. So for CoreVest, this table is broken down with the compound interest of 0.5825%. This, in order to get the monthly compound, it is found by getting the total percentage of interest rate, dividing it by 12 to get the compound interest. Then the other company is RCN Capital with a monthly compound of 0.6241%.
Annual worth. As a team, we had to do annual worth to see the profit and cost made throughout the year, to determine whether our business would do good or not, to compare alternatives. In annual worth, we are considering income and costs. For example, house payment, money invested for renovations, tools needed to fix the house, money spent for the truck. Cost. We are trying to buy a house at a low cost. We are estimating that the house will cost $750,000, $150,000 down payment, $2,500 monthly payment, meaning $30,000 a year until payments are done. For renovation, we are going to spend no more than $90,000. Considering all the tools needed to fix the house, it will cost $6,000. The tools aren't going to last a whole year. Tools can get lost, get damaged throughout the year, so we may spend more than $6,000 for replacement. Cost. Another cost in consideration is the truck, used for transportation and mobility to carry items, tools, everything we needed. The down payment for the truck is $15,150, and the payment of a $500 a month sums to be $48,000. Income. We will sell high enough to cover expenses and to make sure to get a profit out of it. Having all the numbers and after doing the calculation, total annual cost comes out to $339,150.
Inflation can be a major impact on the real estate market. It can change the purchasing power of the person wanting to obtain the loan or the overall price of the home, and also the amount of rent charged. This chart calculates the yearly inflation rate used in calculates the average inflation of a home in Los Angeles obtained from the California Association of Realtors. The highest calculated inflation was 10.10%, and the lowest was 1.3%. These price increases of the properties within just 1 year doesn't include any renovation or the location of the property at all. Next slide, please. One of the ways to calculate rent is to take 1% of the property value to determine the rent amount charged. Just off of inflation alone, the rent amount would increase a maximum of $556 and a minimum of about $300. These calculations don't include rent control laws, but which show that they're very important. If wages don't increase at the same rate as inflation does, people would really have a hard time making their rent and mortgage payments. Next slide, please. Given the current pandemic and economy, housing prices keep increasing while interest rates keep lowering. This is usually done when the economy is in recession. There's currently about 4 million people in forbearance, meaning all home payments are postponed due to COVID-19. The problem is whether or not people would be able to pay rent or mortgage once these government programs are over. Businesses are closed right now. People are losing their jobs because of COVID-19. Especially now, government keeps printing money, which dilutes the dollar, causing more inflation. The question now is, which most people are asking, whether or not the housing market would crash like 2008.
Equipment. For our equipment, we're gonna be needing a construction truck. We decided our initial thought was to rent the truck, which is a lot cheaper, but in the long run, we're gonna be paying the same price as the amount that is gonna be depreciating if we buy it. We're also gonna be needing a Bobcat, a mini excavator. The price will be $62,250, and for the Bobcat will be the same thing too. It will be cheaper to rent it, but at the end of the year, it will be just around the same amount. We're gonna need construction tools. We're gonna need a trailer to transport the Bobcat, and we're gonna need
As you can see, the depreciation rate for the first year of the truck we are using is 25%. And then the depreciation rate is 15.60% for years 2 through 10. Next slide, please. Depreciation. A new car depreciates as soon as you turn on the engine to drive. For the 2021 Chevrolet Silverado, the truck depreciates the most in its first year, as the table shows, and the percentage of the truck depreciates by the same percentage every year after the first year. The decision to make is between buying or renting the vehicle. Next slide. Discussion/results. After 10 years of owning the vehicle, the salvage value is $12,274. The depreciation rate isn't good, but what we realized is that we can use the vehicle as a tax write-off for a period of 10 years and use the salvage amount as down payment for a new vehicle. Buying the vehicle would be a greater advantage than renting because it's expensive either way, and leasing the vehicle would require us to renew contract every so often.
Depreciation. To calculate the depreciation, a straight line rule was used to see by how much it was going to be depreciating each year. The graph shows that we're going to have a yearly depreciation for of 5,725 for the Bobcat, and the salvage value is going to be $5,000. For the tools, we're going to have a depreciation of 527 every year. And we also calculated that the salvage for the tools would be 725. Here in this chart, it shows the depreciation for the trailer. For the trailer, we're going to be losing $277 each year, and the salvage value would be $525.